Hello again, and welcome to the second English Today Business DVD.
In this DVD, you can watch another 5 episodes of our story on the job, followed by the business skills section, giving a presentation.
Then we'll look at the following.
Talking about a crisis at work.
Talking on the phone.
Describing real or unlikely events.
Agreeing and disagreeing.
And finally, asking for clarification.
Thank you, and enjoy yourselves.
Hello, is this Montex Typography? Good morning, this is Louis Stevens of Pilgrim Publishing. I'd like to speak with Mr. Emerson. Oh, he's in a meeting. I see. Could you put me through to one of his children, to John or Lucy, please? Oh, they are also in a meeting. Fine, then may I speak with Mr. Richardson? You don't mean to say that he's also in a meeting? Yes, I see. Is there anyone that I could speak with to find out if our order has already gone to press? I'd also like some information about deliveries. Yes, I see. They're all in meetings. Could you take a message for Mr. Emerson? Ask him to call me as soon as possible, ASAP. I'll be in my office until 4. Thank you. Goodbye. Well, they certainly do like meetings at Montex, don't they?
Good morning. This is Gary Reynolds of Pilgrim Publishing. I would like to speak with Mr. Smith, please. Hey there, little guy. Could you give me your father, please? I see, he's not in. May I speak to your mom, then? I see, she's out as well. Okay. Does that mean that you're home alone? No, is there an adult in the house? Your babysitter. Okay. May I speak to her? Yes, hello. This is Gary Reynolds of Pilgrim Publishing. No, not Penguin. P-I-L-G-R-I-M. Right. I wanted to speak to Mr. Smith about a new cookbook series that we're preparing. No, you've misunderstood. No, I'm not trying to sell anything. I don't sell encyclopedias. No, listen, I work in a publishing house, and Mr. Smith is one of our authors. No, hey, wait, don't hang up. Hey, could you... Hello? Well, let's try someone else, Mr. Fox. Good morning, this is Gary Reynolds of Pilgrim Publishing. Answering machine, great. Yes, good morning. This is a message for Mr. Fox. I'm Gary Reynolds of Pilgrim Publishing, and I was interested in finding out if you would like to participate in a new cookbook series that we are publishing soon. You can contact me at your earliest convenience, and you can reach me at the number 786-8776. Okay, thank you. Goodbye. Well, seems like today is just not my lucky day.
Oh no, the answer phone. Alice! Hello, it's Anne. I need to speak to you urgently. Please call me as soon as you get this message. I've got lots of news to tell you about Peter and Sharon. I imagine you're interested. Anyway, no news for now. Okay, I'll give you a hint. Peter telephoned to say that he'd called Sharon about Japan, and do you know what she said? I'm not going to tell you. Call me and you'll find out. Okay, bye. Speak to you soon. Oh, you can reach me at the office. Bye, bye.
Pilgrim Publishing, good morning. Who is this? Yes, this is Mr. Stevens' office. With whom am I speaking? Oh, good morning, Mr. Emerson. If I'm not mistaken, you're the head of Montex Typography. This is Rachel Gordon, Mr. Stevens' assistant. It's a pleasure to meet you. On the phone. No, I'm sorry. Mr. Stevens isn't in at the moment. He just left. Yes, I know it's 4 o'clock. No, unfortunately, he was called away unexpectedly. Would you care to speak with me? No, don't worry. There are no secrets between Mr. Stevens and myself. Yes, he telephoned to find out if you had already begun work on our order. And I think he also wanted to know about the means of delivery. Uh-huh. Fine. Ah, Mr. Stevens will be pleased. Yes, taken note of everything. In any case, I'll have him call you tomorrow morning. When will you be in? At 10. Okay. Fine. Goodbye, Mr. Emerson. I look forward to meeting you in person.
It's Fran. Hello? No, I'm sorry. She's not here right now. Who's this? Alice. This is Gary. Right, the Joker. Which, by the way, was Anne's idea. No, I didn't want to go along, but she insisted. No, I don't know where she's gone. Perhaps to make some photocopies. Would you like to leave a message? Uh-huh. Okay, I'll tell her to ring you as soon as she returns. Are you at home? No, your cell phone. Okay. All right, bye. Oh, hey, Alice. You know, you seem like a really nice girl, even if we don't know each other. May I ask you something? No, it's just that, well, would you like to have dinner with me tonight? But please, don't say anything to Anne. She might get angry. No, I know you two are such good friends. You live together. Okay, don't get worked up. Listen, I was just joking. All right, bye, Alice. No, bye. What a hothead. You really can't say anything to her. Such a pity. I would have liked to take her out. She is very nice.
Fine. Now let's look at that language that we use, especially when we have problems on the phone. And to do this, let's use the screen, okay? Now, the first thing is problems with understanding. Often when you speak to native language speakers, there are problems. So you have to try and control the situation. Let's see what phrases you can use. Well, the first thing is you can say, could you repeat that, please? You notice we say, could you repeat that? Not could you repeat, please, but could you repeat that, please? That's one thing. Another thing, if they're speaking too softly, you could say, could you speak up, please? Could you speak up, please? Another thing, they're talking too fast. So you say, could you speak more slowly, please? Could you speak more slowly, please? And then if you didn't quite hear it, you can say, sorry, I didn't catch that. I didn't catch that. All right? So that's problems with understanding. Now, problems with spelling. Sometimes people say their name and you can't really understand the name. So you can ask them this. Excuse me, could you spell your name, please? They say, yeah, John. Now, it's useful if you repeat what they say just to check understanding. So you can say, so that's John, okay? Or you can say, I'll repeat that. J-O-H-N. All right, so problems with spelling. The next thing is problems with these. Now, since the introduction of these, we have new language which we use on the telephone. Things can happen. For example, you could be on the phone and it's You say, the reception's bad, okay? The reception's bad. Now, if you're listening, maybe the other person sounds like this. You say, you're breaking up, I'll call you back. You're breaking up, the voice is okay? You can also say, the line's bad, I'll call you back, okay? Now, another thing is the battery. Sometimes you can see the battery, so you can say, my battery's running low. My battery's running low. Another thing is money. You need money to make this work. Sometimes you can see that you don't have much credit. You can warn the person and you say, look, my battery's running low and I'm running out of credit. I'm running out of credit. I'll call you back later, okay? And then sometimes, for an example, if you're on a train and you're traveling in a mountainous area, sometimes you go through tunnels and the chances are, this will happen. So you can say, look, if we're cut off, I'll call you back. If we're cut off, I'll call you back. All right, so typical problems with mobile telephones. Now, sometimes you have problems when you're trying to connect people. You call, you want to speak to somebody, there are problems reaching that person. So you can hear, I'm sorry, there's no reply. Or, I'm sorry, the line's engaged at the moment. Or, Mr. John's on the other line. Or, she's out of the office. Or, he isn't in at the moment. Or, he's just left. He's being called away unexpectedly. All right, so those are typical things that happen when you're trying to connect. And another thing is the answering machines. Now, sometimes you will call somebody and you'll hear a message and you have to leave a message. Now, a typical message from America could be, you have reached 700-423. Please leave a message after the tone. In Britain, you would hear, this is 700-423. This is the answering machine of James Smith, for example. Please leave a message after the beep. So you do that. You leave your name, the company, the time you called, give your message, and then say goodbye. All right, so that's some more language for you to help you, in particular when you have problems on the telephone or when you have to leave messages. All right, well, that's the end of this lesson, and I'll see you again in the next one. Bye.
So, Anne, how did your meeting with Mr. Stevens and the Montex representative go?
Quite well. Actually, it was very interesting.
Did they come to any agreement?
Well, for the moment, Montrax is going to print 3,000 copies of our next series of cookbooks. Mr. Stevens wants to give them a trial run and see how they work. If they meet their deadlines and price competitively, he'll sign on for larger deals in the future.
Well, we're hoping to optimize our work and drive down costs a little. And the publishing market is in a deep crisis. Readership is dropping rapidly, which is driving down sales. At the same time, production costs are increasing because of foreign rights acquisition as well as distribution costs.
As a matter of fact, I haven't bought many books recently. Tell me, Rachel, does this crisis also affect us here at Pilgrim?
Certainly. The negative trends of the market are felt throughout the sector, beginning with those who work in it. In any case, I'm optimistic, and I'm sure this is just a passing crisis, and that the publishing sector will soon recover.
That's probably what Gary wanted to talk to me about this morning. I saw him, and he said that he had something very important to tell me.
Uh-huh.
What? Why are you making that face?
No, it's nothing, Anne. It's just that I don't trust Gary. He's a Latin lover and full of himself. He chases all of the pretty girls around here, and you are just his latest victim.
Look, Rachel, I'm perfectly capable of looking after myself.